Hey guys, this is CFO Mods Gaming coming at you today with another product review from a seller on Amazon who sent this over to us, and it is for a projection alarm clock, which is something that I think is pretty neat, and probably in the future I will be tinkering with to see if we can modify what is being projected through that via something like an Arduino or something, but that is for a future video. This is just a review of this product. It says that it has a couple features here: FM radio, time projection, of course, adjustable projector, dual alarms, 12 24-hour mode, USB charging port, dimmer, and a snooze and a sleep timer, which I believe we call an alarm, so that seems like a good feature for an alarm clock. But let's dig in here and take a look. Got the alarm clock itself in bubble wrap here, USB cable, pretty standard packaging. Looks pretty sleek, I'd say. We'll see how it actually looks when it's on, and see how that projector looks. I'd say that's probably the key point here, is, you know, if that projector actually is gonna project a clear image that I'd say isn't too bright. I want to mean that it doesn't have a lot of cast on it, so that you're not just spraying light all over the room while you're trying to sleep and whatnot, if your projector is on. And we'll see if that's something that just comes on when the alarm's going off, or if it's always on, or if that's a feature. We'll get that figured out. Looks like it has pass-through USB charging, if I'm not mistaken there. We have a USB port here that I'm assuming is USB out. This one here for the micro USB is labeled as in, and the other one is not labeled. Looks here like we got a tab for the battery, so we'll go ahead and pull that, since other than the tab, we just have this screw here, so rather than unscrewing that, I'll assume that that made that work. And we'll go ahead and do the peel here for you. Hope y'all enjoyed that. Yeah, this thing's looking pretty sleek. It looks, reminds me of like a Samsung curved TV with that nice curve it has to it. But let's get it plugged in and see how she looks. So there we go. Looks like it has pretty good numbers to me. I mean, I have no complaints there. We'll see if we can get it set here, and if we can start getting some cool stuff, like this projection module here. I suppose that's adjustable as in where you want to point it, not as in the amount of projection, but we'll see here. We've got snooze, dimmer, set, radio, sleep, volume up, down, and alarm. So we'll just go ahead and set it. See if I can handle this. Alright, there we go. It is 10:08. Is this in 24-hour mode? Yes. Okay. And then I assume we hit set again to go to minutes. Alright, so we're good there. It is... oh. I was assuming I was hitting the date there, but maybe I wasn't. Rather the month, but we'll forego that for the moment.
Waking or sleeping, thy presence my life. Thou my wisdom be, thou my wisdom be, thou my wisdom be, thou my wisdom, my wisdom, and thou my true word. My wisdom, I am wisdom be, and thou with me.
Okay, finally got it to turn off the radio. That was actually, took me a second there. So once you go into radio mode, all the buttons actually have their own features, which the set button, I found out, lets you have set, pre-programmed stations, which is of course nice because you aren't going to want to manually scroll through, especially when you have to click a physical analog button every time to switch the channels. I believe it has 14 or 15 of those. You probably just saw it in the video. So to get out of radio mode, instead of hitting the radio button again, which sends you into a sleep timer, which makes sense, you just hit the main snooze dimmer button. And so you can go into radio and then switch out of it just like that. So we'll turn that up a little bit. Pretty good settings. I'd probably leave it there myself. Now the projector. Of course, what we're all wondering about. We've got alarm. We've got up, down. Oh, the projector is already on, and I just didn't even realize it. So you can see here, right there, you're having the time projected. So I'm not, frankly, sure how to adjust the alarm. This may be the first time that I've had to read an instruction manual for an alarm clock. Alright, so after a quick read through of the instructions, I have figured out how to use an alarm clock. Applause are welcome. At any rate, so you just simply use this up arrow key here to essentially adjust the projector. So you can see there that it's now off, on bright, on less bright, and off again. And the other feature that this button, which is the projector button, or projector controller button, when it's in a clock mode, is that if you have it on, and then you press and hold it, the image is flipped 180, which would be necessary depending on which direction you were pointing it, away from or towards the front of the alarm clock there. So just to give you guys an idea of what it looks like here, I've gone ahead and turned off one of the lights in here, and I'm just going to shine it on the desk here, and then I will flip it around. And I'll go ahead and turn off the other light in here and let you guys see what that looks like. So it works exactly as you'd expect it to, and I can say, having just looked at it myself on the ceiling here, it isn't gimmicky at all. I mean, it just very simply, very clearly projects the numbers onto whatever object you're wanting it to, which it can go all the way from the wall in front of the projector to the wall, or rather the wall behind the projector, to the wall in front of the projector and anywhere on the ceiling that you'd like. So that is neat if you're looking for an alarm clock that also has a built-in radio, and you like the idea of having a projector on your alarm clock. then I can recommend this as something that definitely fulfills all of those requirements, and it looks nice. It has a good appearance to it. Looks nicer than any alarm clock that I have, any plug-in clock that I have. Did confirm from reading the instructions that this is a USB out port, so it will charge a USB device if you plug it in there. And honestly, I think this will replace any alarm clock that I need in the future. I personally just use Alexa or my phone, but when I need a physical alarm clock for anything, when I'm going on vacation, I like to take one, for instance. I'd say this will probably be it in the future, especially since it's USB powered. Going back to like my...
I don't know that.
Oh, there's Alexa, of course. I mentioned her name. Going back to my power bank video, which I'll link here, I kind of talk about how I like to take a power bank with me when I go on vacation and use it for everything. You know, charge up my phone multiple times on the same power bank charge, and I'll be able to run this off of it as well. So it looks great to me. I will leave the link to it in the description, and then in the pinned comment I will have a link to this product with any associated savings that they allow me to pass on to you guys for watching this video. I sure appreciate it. This has been CFO Mods Gaming, out.